What's going on, guys? Holy Venom here. We'll wait for a little bit more people to walk in and join the live. Before I get to the details of what in the hell that title says, we'll wait for everyone to join in first. All right, 2 people so far. What's going on, guys? I'm gonna be waiting for a little bit till at least we get 5 or 6 people in the live, so I can go over why you've seen that title and why you've seen that thumbnail and what's been going on the past week. Just gonna give it a little more time. About 5 minutes or so. I'll wait till 7:40 to start. Actually, let me get 7:37. Give us a little. Thank you for that like. So 7:37, I'll go into detail of why you've seen this title and why you've seen the thumbnail as it is. There's a lot went down this past week, guys, that needs to be explained and talked about, so you guys know what's going down and what's going on. You're in for a wild, wild ride, guys. Just so you know, this is gonna be wild. However, good morning. How was your guys' morning today? For the 2 people who have joined so far, how was your morning? I actually woke up about a half hour ago. Thank you for that second like, guys. If you could share this, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate this. Um, in another minute, I'm going to go 7:38. For the third person in there who came in here, thank you for joining. And if you can, please share and click that like button. I'd really appreciate that. Another minute. Like, guys, this is going to be a very deep and hefty live. Just so you know, it's not for the faint of heart. There will be situations that are not suited for young viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. So before I get started, how is your guys' day? How is your morning so far? And good morning, good afternoon, good night from wherever you're viewing from whichever time zone you're viewing from. Right. Without further ado, I will go into what happened to me this past week and why the title is that and the thumbnail as well. All right, so on Saturday, this past Saturday, around at 3 o'clock-ish, like 3:30-ish on Saturday, the cops came to my house, right? And there was a cop I knew from working over at Antonio's for MUGEN, Holy Venom's MUGEN Multiverse and stuff. If you want to check the MUGEN Multiverse out, you can check it out on YouTube. It's Holy Venom's MUGEN Multiverse. I'll put the comment or the channels in the comments right now, as well as Many Munchies and More, my second channel for stoners. Real quick. Anywho, So the cops showed up at my door, and they wanted me to take a ride down to the hospital to speak to crisis, quote unquote, because of the harassment and false accusations of Tiberio of me grooming my fiance since she was 14, which is false. If you've not seen the defense statement, I suggest you check it out right now. Or after this live, you can check it out after this live if you'd like. But from the false accusations and the harassment from both Carmen and Michael Tiberio and other people that are subscribed to them, they were basically forming a lynch mob against me and having people try to kill me. And it got me down to my breaking point to where I wanted to end my life. It got to the point where, I wanted to end my life. So Tiberio and Carmen set me up to go into the psychiatric hospital. So the cop tells me, "Oh, we're just gonna go take a little ride to the hospital, talk to crisis, and come right back." I asked if my fiance could come with me because I didn't feel safe without her going with me. And the cop's like, "No, she can't come. You'll be right back," which obviously was a lie. And so I go in the cruiser, no handcuffs or anything. He lets me keep my phone, and some things aren't adding up. I didn't put two and two together until later. So we first stop at the Kingston Police Department so we can pick up said paperwork, right? I'm on the phone with Quinny from Cubic Gaming and Infinidank. If you want to check that out, please go check that out on YouTube. Quinny's two channels. Um, I was also talking to John while I was in the group chat. And then we go to the police department so the cop can pick up the paperwork, quote unquote. And so we get to General Hospital. The cop told me just sit and relax. I'll take care of everything. You know, we're talking about the Bible and stuff like that. And when we were doing my vitals, he was saying that I'm very religiously religious, and that caught my attention. Like, hold up, I heard that before. The only person who said I was religious would be Tiberio. So that's the first red flag I noticed. Second red flag, if you do not know, before being sent to a psychiatric hospital, they have you change into scrubs. So that was the second red flag. Okay, so I'm thinking here, because last time I was in the hospital when I caught Jeff, they let me keep my own clothes, let me keep my phone. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is not right. Something's up. And I figured it out while I was getting changed into scrubs because last time they did not have me changed into scrubs. And I messaged Skylar. I said, "You need to get here down here like right now. I'm being set up, big time." So I go along with the whole ride, the whole thing. I start changing my scrubs. Then they're telling me to take. Then they're telling me to give them my phone. That's the third red flags. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I need to stay in contact with my fiance. And they end up forcing me to give them my phone. And then they tried to force a cotton swab up my nose to break the thing, test for COVID. And I started freaking out, and I said, "No, you are not touching me with that. I don't want that on my body or in my body." And they kept on trying to force it up my nose. And I said, "Nah, I don't want that anywhere in my body." And they even tried to say, "Oh, you can do it. You can do it to yourself." I'm like, "No, I don't want it. I don't want that in my body. That's not touching me because I'm not dumb. If I were to do it myself, I'd probably and break the seal. It's right here between the your brain and your nostrils for the cotton swab for COVID." So I'm like, "I'll blow in tissue, but that's not touching me." So I blow in tissue, and they walk me to one of the beds out in the hallway. Now, if you've never been 302'd, you they have you sit in the hallway on a hospital bed in scrubs. That's how it goes. So I'm playing along. I still didn't really put two and two together because I was under a lot of stress from the false accusations of Michael Tiberio and SOC predator prevention. Um, so I'm sitting there, I'm getting anxious because I'm like, I'm starting to figure out and put two and two together. I'm being set up. I'm being sent to crisis. I'm being sent to a psychiatric hospital. I'm getting put in a psych ward. Just to let you know, guys, by the way, Michael Tiberio and Carmen Tombarelli of SOC Predator Prevention think and believe that I'm in prison right now. So just to let you know. So I'm putting two and two together. I'm getting anxious. I'm starting to, freak out a little bit, saying I got set up. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't belong here. I'm being set up and framed as a pedophile, shit like that. Like I'm being set up, and no one gives a damn. No one is giving a damn. So Skylar's cousin, who worked for General Hospital, she ended up saying, "Hey, are you Skylar's fiance?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh shit, it's you." And before she came to sit by the hospital bed, which is in the hallway, I asked one of the other nurses if I can use the phone so I can get a hold of my fiance. And oh yeah, it's right around the corner. Nope, nothing to be, not a phone to be seen in sight. So that adds on. I'm piecing this together, and then Skylar's cousin comes along, and she lets me use the phone. I get a hold of Skylar, and I'm like, "Hey, you need to get here fast. You need to get here right the hell now." Also, Skylar's cousin told me that the cops lied that Skylar was able to come with me to the hospital. So I'm really putting two and two together. I'm being set up, and yeah. So I start freaking out. I'm like, yo, I cannot be here. I don't belong here. I need to go home. I'm going home. Like, y'all ain't stopping me. I'm going home. And I started freaking out. My anxiety started going real bad. Triggered. My CPTSD started going off. My IED started going. I was freaking out. Like I'm dead ass being set up. So I'm telling nurses I'm freaking out, and they take me to this one room in one of the hospital rooms, and they told me I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving this place. I'm staying here. And I'm like, the hell I am. I'm leaving. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I do not belong here. I'm being set up. And as soon as I stood up, they started attacking me. They started to the one male nurse. There was three nurses, two female, one male. And as soon as I stood up, the male nurse slammed me to the ground and they called a code white. Out of nowhere, nine other nurses and security people came and started strangling me. Two of the nurses blocked the doorway, so the camera in the hallway, which was right in front of the doorway, the camera couldn't see what they were doing to me. So I only have bits and pieces of what happened because Venom came out as soon as they put their hands on me and slammed me to the ground. So the only things I do remember of them strangling me and attacking me is the one male nurse having his arm around my throat like this, strangling my windpipe. Um, Four female nurses were like strangling the circulation in my legs. Two females on each leg, and I kicked them off me. Venom kicked them off, and they went flying into the wall. And um, they were beating the fucking shit out of me, guys, point blank. I was being attacked and strangled in a hospital in General Hospital, where people are supposed to be, safe and not harmed. So they get me into the bed, and they put me in restraints after they got done strangling me and drugged me, nonetheless. They drugged me. They shot me with whatever the hell they shot me. They fucking drugged me. They strangled me and then drugged me. And then in the midst of the strangulation, I remember and recall punching the male nurse in the temple. I don't know if it was just once because I blacked right back out and Venom took over again. And then throughout the whole while, I was having an asthma attack, and I'm like, help, help, help! I can't breathe. I have asthma. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. I have asthma. I'm having an asthma attack. Skylar's cousin turned her back on me and walked away. Yeah. So ended up finding out she got fired. So that's on her. They forced her to not do anything. So lose your job for turning your back on family. So they drugged me, and I don't remember much because I slept for like 16 hours. I don't know if it was an hour and a half later or so. Two police officers came in. They wrote a report. All I remember is them reading me my Miranda rights, and I passed out again. I don't know how long I passed out and nodded out for, and then I woke up a second time and said they attacked me first. They were strangling me, and then I nodded out again. Then they took me to the crisis room to wait for a bed after a day. And Skylar and my fiance Skylar and also my other friends, my disciple Josh, they were calling DC. They were calling everyone to get me the hell out of there. But it didn't really happen the way I wanted it to. So I then get transported to First Hospital in Kingston, where I stayed until yesterday. And guys, I will be honest, it was a blessing in disguise. Something I didn't know I actually didn't need a little reset button to get my mind clear because of all of the harassment and false accusations that was causing me mental stress. Also, while I was in there, I received terrible, terrible, terrible news. The one night I called Skylar, and she did tell me that because of all the stress and all harassment from Mike Taberio and Carmen Tombarelli, she had a miscarriage. My kids are dead. That we were gonna have twins, and because of all this stress from Taberio and Carmen and associated predator prevention, saving our children, predator prevention, yeah. So predator SOC predator prevention murdered my kids, but they're supposed to be about saving the children, right? When they caused my fiance to have a miscarriage of my kids, that's saving children, right? That's how you save children. So yeah, I got out yesterday, and Tiberio and Carmen think and believe that I'm in county jail. No, I did not go to jail. I'm home, as you guys can see. I'm much, much better. And I wanted to take the time out of my morning to explain to you guys and give you what's going down. And to let you guys know, I'm back. We are back. Venom and I are back better than ever. Praise God. And to look forward to the oncoming content for the rest of the time we are here on this earth before the rapture. So, if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. I wanted to let you guys know why I've been on uploading or posting on this channel as well as Holy Venom's MUGEN Multiverse and many Munchies and more. Um, but I learned a lot while I was in the psychiatric hospital. A lot of wisdom, made a lot of new friends, a lot of good people I met, and the staff of First Hospital were like heaven sent, angel God sent. It was immaculate. Also, Skylar called General Hospital and got in hold of patients advocates. We now, and also she called First Hospital, and they are looking into a private investigator as well as patient advocates. So we have two private investigators investigating what happened to me and how what really happened in General Hospital and whatnot. So we have two private investigators from taking a look at it from two different perspectives. We're going to get a hold of a Muncie in law, get a lawyer, as well as this morning we're going to the courthouse to put a PFA and restraining order against Michael Taberio and Carmen Tombarelli. So once we get back from the private investigators from a week from now, because it's going to be a little bit before we hear back from them. We're going to take that information and we're going to go bring it down to Muncie and Law, and there's going to be a case. And I'll let you guys know and keep you guys updated throughout the whole time of this process so that you guys aren't missing anything. So that Tiberio can't say anything he doesn't know what he's talking about. So, as far as that goes, that's it on that. Do you guys have any questions for me by any chance? If you do, please feel free to ask. I'm an open book, like I said. Please feel free to ask any questions. Also, please smash that like button and click that share button, as well as that notification bell when you press that subscribe button, so you'll be notified of every upload and live from Holy Venom, as well as Holy Venom's MUGEN Multiverse and many Munchies and more. By the way, good morning, good afternoon, and good night from whichever time zone you're viewing from right now. It is 7:55 in the morning here in Pennsylvania, in the United States of America. So, do you guys have any questions for me at all? Because if not, I am going to end the slide in the next 5 minutes. I just want to make the slide, just put this out there, just so you guys know what's going down and what's happening. Also, one other thing, Mike Tiberio and Carmen started harassing Quinn and Alicia as well, because Quinn and Alicia said that they're going to make a video exposing him for the true piece of crap he is, and he threatened them. Hey, John Smith, how you doing? He threatened them, and we have Skylar has the screenshot of it. He said, if you make a video about me, I'll 302 like I did Eddie, admitting that he set me up. So we're going to be using that and everything we have so far against Tiberio to have him arrested and locked up. We're going to do this by the law. We're going to get a lawyer, and we're going to do that. Then we're going to do things the right way by law, so that there's no chance of us messing up. We're going to we have all the information, we have all the evidence, we have. As long as they keep on making videos, they're digging their own grave. So, John Smith, do you have any questions for me by any chance? And if you missed what happened and whatnot, the whole story, you can rewind a little bit back if you like. Also, as well as everyone else, excuse me, do you guys have any questions for me by any chance? I'm happy to answer any questions. Oh. Excuse me. If you guys just tuned in right now and you want to hear what went down, please feel free to rewind back a little bit so you guys know what's going down. Since we have 5 people in here, I want to see that like button get up to at least 5 likes, guys. Please and thank you. As well as you'd like to share as well. But yeah, Tiberio threatened Quinn and Alicia that if they did the video, he was gonna have them 302 like he had me 302. Set me up and caused the miscarriage of yeah. Okay, goodbye, John Smith. You are no longer allowed here. Want to harass me and talk crap? You can get out. Any other questions, guys, aside from John Smith harassing me now? Any questions at all? Because I'm going to be ending this live in the next 5 minutes. if you guys have no other questions. But yes, Tiberio is the reason why my wife had a miscarriage, and we're still gonna try for kids because this is the time frame where God told me and Skylar that we were gonna have our first child, with her being between the age of 19 and 20, and that's that time period right now. Because Skylar's gonna be turning 20 years old this February or next February, and God told us that we're gonna have our first child between that age, that time period between her being 19 and her being 20. So we're gonna be trying it. We're gonna try again. Um, we are very heartbroken about the situation of Tiberio's harassment causing her the stress to have a miscarriage. So we're gonna get through this together as a family, as two becoming one in flesh and eyes of God. And I know that God's gonna have our back no matter what. If you're just tuning in now, you can rewind a couple, about like 15 minutes back, so you get the whole story of what's going on. And if you like, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss a single upload by me, as well as for my two other channels, Many Munchies and More, and Holy Venom's MUGEN Multiverse. But the fact of the matter is, Tiberio's screwed. Tiberio's screwed 5 ways from Sunday. We are going to get a lawyer, and we're going to put Tiberio in with the cause of all of this, of me being attacked and strangled in General Hospital. Because if it wasn't for him setting me up and starting this false accusations and harassment towards me and my fiance, I wouldn't have been strangled in General Hospital. So Tiberio's going to be getting. He's going to keep digging his grave, because I've been told that he keeps harassing me and keeps talking crap on me in all of his lives since I was set up this past week. Also, he threatened to 302 Quinny and Alicia if they were to expose him and make a video about him like he did to me. So he admitted to set me up. So that will be taken into consideration, as well as the two private investigators we have investigating the medical malpractice that was done upon me in General Hospital. So we're going to be talking to a lawyer once we get word back from the two private investigators, which will probably be within a week or so. So next week, I'll give you guys the updates for the private investigators case. We definitely have a case. There's no way we don't have a case, because of the fact that two of the nurses blocked the doorway, which blocked the view of the camera to record what they really did to me. So we are going to take legal action against General Hospital and against Mike Tiberio and Carmen Tombarelli, and stay tuned for more content aside from this, from Many Munchies and More, which is my stoner channel, as well as from this channel, Holy Venom, and Holy Venom's MUGEN Multiverse. So guys, without any more questions, if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to ask, because in the next minute and a half or so, I'm going to be ending this live. I just want to take this time out of my morning this morning to explain to you guys what's been going down and why I haven't posted in a week or so. And this is all why. So we're going to be taking legal action with these circumstances, and I will be keeping you guys updated throughout the whole time. But before I end this live, does anyone have any last minute questions before I end the stream? I'll wait until 32 minutes. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. All right, I'm ending here, guys. Please stay tuned for more upcoming content from all three of my channels, as well as an extra two other channels I'm working on. I'm writing the stuff down for it. It's will be a surprise. So I'll probably end up revealing what those two other channels are about and what they're for in the oncoming lives or videos. So you guys stay tuned for what's coming on next. You don't want to miss it. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night for whichever time zone you are in. I've been Holy Venom of Holy Venom's Beauty Multiverse, and been Munchies some more. Have a great day. God bless you.